Okay, so the first one that's going to be super important is internal linking. Google, they not only for other people linking to you, but also how you link to other pages within your own website is going to be super important. Because if you link to a page that is showing that this page is important to this topic, and so there's strategies for what to do. It also tells Google what that anchor text is super important. So we want to keep track of that with the spreadsheet that we gave you guys for the meta mapping. So the keyword that you guys pick for that page, you also want to have every other page that's on your website linking to it using that keyword. You want to make sure that you don't want to use the same anchor text for two different pages. That will confuse Google. They really don't like that part. You also want it to be descriptive, right? Having a link that says learn more and that goes to your page of your ultimate guide page versus learn more about our ultimate guide to and so that's going to be way more descriptive for the person who's clicking there as well as Google because now they go, oh, this link goes to this page that's about this ultimate guide to such and such. And so that's definitely really important for Google to make sense of like how they think of it as like a web of your website and how each page links together and like a mind map. And so the easier you make it for Google, the better your rankings are going to be.
Now, this stuff happens over time. You build a
Yeah.
website, you build links, you have different hyperlink text slowly over time. This is where you can improve because they've proven that internal linking structures, a great internal linking structure, can actually get you higher in the ranking because it's easier to index your pages for the right keywords. It's in it. You never want to link out. So, say I have a web page about SEO, go figure, and my keyword is SEO guide. I don't want to link the keyword SEO guide to another page if my keyword for the page is SEO guide. I don't want to send people away to go to another page that I'm linking saying SEO guide or something externally. I definitely want when my keywords on my page, I'm using that keyword, but I'm never hyperlinking that text on that page, what the keyword is on that page. When I write another page, I can link to the other page that I with that keyword. So if that makes sense, we'll get more into it as we go. But
So this is an example you can see here that say you have one blog post that is, I don't know, you're talking all about your ultimate guide to chocolate chip cookies, for example. So if you have two different recipes that you're linking to, they're on two different pages. You don't want to use the same anchor text to link to both of those pages. You want it to be descriptive. And so Google and the user knows that this link goes to the grain-free one, this one goes to the low carb recipe. And so that way it's distinctive and it's unique to both of them. And so there's no confusion. There's no way that anyone could see both of those links. They know exactly what they're expecting on the other page as well.
what about user friendliness, right?
Yeah, we're trying to make it as straightforward for people as possible, and the in doing that, you're actually making it easier for Google because, as I've said a bunch already, that Google, as much as they like to make you think that they're all magical and super powerful, they're actually the crawler is still fairly straightforward and it's a very blunt instrument in a lot of ways. And so if there's a rich anchor text linking to different pages, that will actually improve it. And in fact, there's a story about one SEO who won a contest by basically having he ranked a website for I think it was Santa Monica orthodontist, and the text on the page was actually Laurel Ipsum. The only thing that he did the page titles, meta descriptions, H1, and then the internal linking between each pages actually had the actual keyword anchor text, and he got it to rank in. I think it's some really short amount of time, but Google has a policy where they're not actually supposed to rank a page that has Laurel Ipsum. And so this is a bit of egg on Google's face because that's specifically in the terms of service that they're not supposed to do that. Yeah, so that is a real thing that does happen is that they can rank it just based on doing the basic SEO as well as internally linking and making it consistent.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah, so that the meta mapping one is going to be super important. So that way, it doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to keep track of keywords and which keyword is. So that way, your team or anyone who's writing content knows, hey, anytime we link to this page, we're going to use this keyword.
Yeah. I've actually gone so far as now, if I know the keywords for certain pages and I'm doing Google Business products, and I'm creating a Google Business product and I'm linking to a service page, I use the keyword that's on the page of the site and I use that keyword in the Google Business Profile product. So, like, you're just being consistencies. So once you do that meta mapping and you find that keyword, all of a sudden everything starts to go together.
So, in a practical sense of how are you going to start with this, is that you're going to use the Search Console tab, and then you go to the links. It's just at the very bottom on the left hand menu. And in that, you're going to find the pages that has been most other websites link to, because what you're trying to do is spread out the backlink juice that you're getting from there, and you're trying to say, oh, and spread the authority of that one page around, because usually most people link to their homepage, so you might want to link to other pages from your homepage. And so this is a good way to identify which pages that you want that aren't ranking really well, that you want to rank well, and how to use the backlink power that you're getting to this one page to then internally link to another page as well.
Phelan, will you show us that in Google Search Console?
Yes. So you're here in Search Console, and then on the left hand side, you're going to see this little tab here, links. And then you can go this top one, external links. So this is other websites. Which page are they linking to the most? And in this case, it's almost always your homepage. And then what you can do is you could see that it's the homepage. So then from there, what you can go is I want to actually link a ton to our GA4 setup page. So that would be something like you then have like maybe a button that says, hey, read our latest blog post, how to set up Google Analytics 4. So then it would link to that page. And so you'd have be spreading all this 670 backlinks to different pages on your website. I hope that makes sense for you guys. And again, this is the more advanced stuff. This is once you've done all the basics. Just keep that in mind for you guys. And you can also use tools like Moz and Ahrefs, but generally I find Search Console. Again, we always go with Search Console first because it is Google, and they use their own tools to probably do your SEO rankings. And so the Search Console is going to identify top pages that you want to have that are already linked to. Oh, one other thing that you might also want to keep an eye on. You could see top linking text. So again, keyword rich. This is nice and keyword rich. This is ones that we've done for ourselves with clients' websites, but you can also see top internal links. So this is a one where you can see which pages are already getting the most internally linked to. So obviously for us, we want the number one to be the contact page, because to us, that is the top page. Most people, especially if you're service based, that's going to be the top page that you want. Pretty much all roads are going to lead to the contact page because that is the most important page out there for you.
Remember how we talk about there's an action for every page? What do you want people to do, right? On your website, what is the thing that they're going to do? So where set, we want people to fill out a form or call us or email us. And so we always try to link to our contact us page because it's like, hey, want to talk to us? Here. And we even now put the contact us form at the bottom of all our pages. And we've done it for some clients for ease of use for the user, right?
Yeah, because you don't want people to load multiple pages if you don't need to. In this case, we're going to do both because there's no point in not having all roads lead to the contact form, because that's ultimately the final action we want, or the final place we want everyone to wind up.